Hello to those who came to pick our reading. This is going to be on what is their next move towards you. I'll also let you know the near future outcome of your connection with whoever you're asking about. Keep in mind that honestly, this is going to be a very brief, short reading, and I feel like it's a good middle ground, for my super long content I usually post. So here's going to be part one. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hello to those who've chosen part one. I'm sorry. There's going to be 2 different sections. This first one is literally telling you the answer. Dude, what is their next move towards you? You know that song? I think it's by DMX. It's coming up here with the 5 of Earth. But like you're saying that to this person. I guess they're saying, why can't you try? That's all they expect out of this relationship. Is they playing the pity card? I don't know. I'm just reading what they're saying. You're trying so hard, avoid or ghost them. Why can't you just give them another chance? They want to talk to you real bad. They feel like you have things going on in your personal life that's causing you to act out like this towards them. It's a byproduct with this DMX song. You're treating everyone like this, including close family members, which is probably worse. So with that in mind, that was basically how they feel right now. But this feels like current energies. And then over here with the nature card, they're still willing to give you another chance, but they don't want you to reject them. You see it as you're self-sabotaging and it's hurting their feelings. It's a good thing they include on this reading because you probably have no idea how they can feel. You could be going through a hard time, so I just am not gonna put any advice or bias with this. Just know that once you get your act together, then they'll be open to trying again. Okay, but they'd rather you heal first and then come back rather than you come back halfway or half-baked. Okay, so this next section is going to be the near future outcomes of your connection with what you're asking about. So this is going to be outcome 1. This is going to be outcome 2. So I'm going to start with the first one. With the balance card, you both will be given a chance to reconnect. Maybe in the near future, but I'm more giving the energies of the far future. And then there's this rock song that's playing in my head and it keeps on saying it's not This person with the Royo card is scared to talk to you right now. They need more tangible support. Another thing they could really be needing is evidence. If this is the matters of the law, to create a solid, steady plan for themselves. But this is them thinking about themselves, but I'm happy that they're putting themselves in this new future outcome. They're putting themselves first because you're clearly not putting them first at all. So they're just healthily handling this, but honestly this whole time this person feels like an open scab wound that is pounding. Like that's how you're making them feel pounding when you're ignoring them, when you're ghosting them. And the last thing this person would like to say to you is don't leave them behind. And I feel so bad. This person's going through a lot of misery and agony with you not in their life. Now I'm going to be going on here to near future outcome 2. He or she does not want you to be with another man and or woman. They're very possessive and territorial over your energetic space. So not surprised if you are companions or comrades in the spiritual realm. They need to give you time to grow up. You won't understand the ins and outs of yourself because you need more life experience, and they're willing to be devoted to you during the whole time, even if there's a blatant disconnection. Because this person's aware that this connection with you is never going to die, but you have no idea because you think it's delusional or you think it's never going to work. But not gonna lie, this person's coming from a higher perspective. With the lotus in the middle of Cat's head, that's supposed to represent the third eye opening. which means the person has done a lot of healing and spiritual work you really need to catch up on. So you need to be humbled. In this case, if you're treating them badly out of malicious intent. Now, is it because you're stuck? Is it because you're sad? Like, in this outcome, I really feel like you're just stuck in toxic cycles. This doesn't have to do with like a death. Try to find tranquility within yourself. That's all I have for you. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Hello to those who chose Impal 2. Very interesting, y'all. This cat card is turned around, but this is actually the soulmates card, and you got the Emperor and the Empress in reverse. So this must be a pretty pivotal connection, even if it's platonic. The Knight of Pentacles, they're trying to look directly at you. Y'all come from different circumstances, have different set of morals, but they want to hear you speak. With the Empress, this person knows that you have other options. You're being active with those few options you choose to allocate your time to, and they're not one of them. So they seem kind of pouty about that. And on their end, with the Emperor up there, they have only one good option really going for them. And they're both actively, like, let's say, fornicating, making love. Not surprised if they're basically in a relationship, but with the Emperor in reverse. No surprise if there's no title. If this person isn't in a relationship, they're acting like if they have no title, like both of them. They're both flirting with other people. For sure, in your person's end, they don't mind this other partner flirting or sleeping around with other people. And they're telling me not to interpret this card yet and to interpret it only in the outcome. Second one, which I'll explain to you in a bit. They want to give this a second try with the Soulmates card. But once again, it keeps on coming up like you have other options that you're pursuing. To them, pile 2 could possibly be the one. Now, I can see how this is platonic, like they could possibly end up being my bestie. In their eyes, couldn't give less of a fuck. You're seeking out, honestly, better opportunities than them. So what's their next move towards you? It seems like they're stuck kind of in a quagmire. They're not enough for you, but they're not dwelling on it because they're sleeping with this one other person, or they're in a relationship with this one other person. But to be honest, it's not like a real relationship. It feels like a relationship that's just convenient. Odds are they're probably in this relationship just to appease society. I'm not even surprised if this person's actually gay and you're of the same sex as them, but they're just putting on a front that they're straight. They feel like you two are meant to be. You have yet to realize that. They feel a little antsy about it, but they're not worried because they know that if it's meant to be, you're going to come back to them, but they know it's meant to be. So this next section is going to be near future outcome of y'all's connection together. This is near future outcome 1, and this is near future outcome 2. So I'm gonna start with the first one. So you got the King of Cups, the Queen of Earth, and the Two of Swords. And this near future outcome, keep in mind it's also tailoring to y'all's energy, so it'll probably elaborate more on the last part. This person is extremely mad. Their jealousy is through the roof because I don't know what's gonna happen then. Is you gonna get in a connection with someone, or you're gonna start taking someone else seriously other than them? Anyways, now they're stressed out. And it's funny because now more than ever they're holding even tighter to you and not letting you go. Getting the imagery of dog just clenching its teeth in someone's skin, like super hard, just penetrating. This is showing like the veracity of how like livid is about this whole thing. You don't want them back with the Two Swords, and it's hitting their heart chakra. They're really gonna get away from me, or they really don't see any potential in both of us coming together. So with the Queen of Earth, that's them looking at you and being like, why are you doing this? Why can't you see the beauty in us being together? all the hypotheticals they believe that you two can play out together. How can you not see it? How I feel it, I can see it. Why can't you? You're kind of losing their shit over it. Keep in mind, I can see how this is momentary. This is going to be in your future outcome too. In this, your future outcome, you're going to be running towards them because this is tailoring towards your energy. So before it seemed like y'all knew each other in the past or something, this feels more new because this isn't you running back to them. You're considering them more. You're talking with them more with the swords. You're allowing them to do little stuff with you, playing with your hair, letting them know your bra size so that way they can get a bra for you, buying some lingerie and sending them pictures. So at this point with the Four Swords, you're actually putting in effort in this connection. And I'm not gonna lie, here with the Ten of Earth, that's you're fueling their ego. You know how before they was talking just one person or sleeping with them or in a relationship, I don't know which one. So because you're someone like you is noticing them, now they're like, let me see who else I can bag. I'm not gonna lie, that's how their egoistic mind is taking you, putting in effort now in the connection. So now they're searching for other people, other options, are almost like you or can be up to your caliber and seeing can I bag them? If I can bag Pal 2, I can bag them. Wow. So yeah, that's all I had for you. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night and I hope this resonated. Bye. Hello to those who have chosen Pal 3. So, what is this person's next move towards you? With the Ten of Wands, I'm getting that you're doubling down. Maybe this is how they're seeing you. They're seeing you in like a victim energy where you're like, why did they do this to me? Why is the whole world against me? With the King of Swords, this person, which I just realized there's like three different kings from three different, like the only king that's missing is the water. So it's interesting. Then the Emperor came out. It's kind of intense. But anyway, this person showing up as the King of Swords. They see you as a potential candidate for a position. So this is great if you was fired or effed over severely at your job. You're asking about what is this possible employer's next move towards you or someone who can get you a foot into the industry. Yeah, this person, honestly, it looks like not only are they capable of that, but they see a lot of potential in you, things that can come out of this. This person is advocating on your best regard. I hope that made sense. If this is like romance or something else, it feels like you're in a self-pitying energy. They're like, well, this opportunity, this chance to rekindle again, this chance to open up to one another and talk, it's always open to you and you should have already known that. They think that you're in an energy where you're now seeing it as, oh, it's over, I don't have a chance anymore. But they're like, look it, I'm not gonna go up to you, try to baby you or try to be an adult for you, talk it out. Like, you need to come to me too. We both need to make sacrifices and compromise together. And they feel pretty serious about this. So, I'm not saying they're wrong or right, but all I know is they seem to be a lot more level headed than you. And odds are they can see this whole situation from a higher perspective than what you're seeing it or what you've been seeing it as for the longest time. Kind of awkward because you're choosing in their mind to go into a victim mentality. It's easier for your ego to not process the fact that this person is more capable than you, or this person is more steady than you, this person has more prominence than you. You fear them because of the insecurities in you. Instead of projecting anger onto them or this and that, like you're just in a victim mentality, but you're choosing not to process why you feel like this towards them. Ten of Wands, I'm not surprised if you're showing this to everybody. I don't know if you're in a self-sabotaging energy. With the King of Wands, this person and you have worked on a plan prior to this, and it's on halt because of you. You stopped putting in the money, let's say, into the business, or in business, you started a project with people, but this was going to turn out pretty good because now your influence is not in it anymore. It just can't go on. With that being said, it shows a lot about what you bring to the table. No one can replace you. This show, if it's gonna go on, it's gonna be horrible. Or they're just going to cancel it. And I did wanna interpret a relationship out of the King of Wands, but honestly, they're just telling me to move on to over here, which is the King of Earth. Interesting, I just realized that you know how all kings came out for almost all the elements except for water? The only water card that came out was the Knave of Chalices. Like, that's not even a king yet. With the King of Earth, this is the hypothetical if you reach out to them, okay? Because this is how they're going to react. So, their next move towards you, clearly, they're not going to make any moves. But if you choose to make a move towards them, which I feel like that's a step in the right direction, especially with it being King of Earth, they have a well full of knowledge that you have not tapped into at all. The amount of knowledge this person has, you would need to take several college classes. It's all in one person and it's for free. And they actually like you. You know, so it's like, oh, you know, the heavenly angels like singing as you're looking at them. But take advantage of it. Yeah, take advantage. I do see you taking advantage of it. If you, especially if you, this is business. It seems like a great omen if this is business. But if this is like relationship or anything else, I feel like you are not about to anytime soon go up to them. But if you did for some reason, you would not be open to hearing their full side, seeing things from a higher perspective, honestly. You're coming out as someone who would still be petty or who would hold a grudge still against them. You're definitely like an aggressive kind of person instead of passive aggressive. So like you'll just be confrontational. Now I don't know what this person did. Maybe they cheated on you and this is warranted, but you clearly need more time to heal. So I would say if this is not business, don't make any moves towards them because if you're gonna come at them the right way, which is even if it's just like the final words of forgiveness, just do that then, not now, because you're clearly not healed. Now with the Ten of Swords, this is talking about relationships. So if you're thinking about talking with this person, because you're coming up as 210, so that's technically represents a completion of a cycle. So you already think you're done healing. Like, I want to smack you in the head, girl. Guy, get it together. That's why this person sees you as amateur. Because you clearly don't even know your internal self. So why me? Sorry, there's no point in healing. Look, why me as a reader? I can see you're clearly not healed. You're going to create the same outcome, if not even worse. You're going to perpetuate a toxic cycle. If you go back with this person, and this person is aware of it, it's waiting for you to heal. You know, they're waiting for you to get it together, for your ego not to be hurt. But this whole time, your ego's hurt. So you keep on going back to them probably. You guys end up fighting, and then y'all end up breaking up or something, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like, why? Girl, you're the problem. You're the problem. Because why has this person came out as nothing but kings? The only king you're coming out is someone who's unstable. Besides business, though. But if this is like a relationship, get it together. Get it together. Because clearly, whatever your healing work, whatever your healing techniques, it's not working at all. You need to do better self-reflection. I'm so sorry. I'm like going off on you. I feel like you live in like a delusional fantasy because others around you are yes people, or because you enable yourself. So you surround yourself with people who enable it. You don't even realize, but you're living a low vibing life. You give yourself excuses. I'm gonna give this example. I'm not saying you're doing this or this is your ethics or anything, but this is the kind of vibe I'm giving. So right now, as the Palestinian and the Israeli conflict, it's not a conflict. I mean, it's a war going on right now. With the Gaza Strip, like it's pretty bad. I'm in America. I ended up finding out the companies that literally support Israel. Some of them you straight up just gave them money or like gave them food, whatever. I'm boycotting them, which is by I'm just not even simply shopping there. So like one example was Starbucks. And then I remember I pulled a Twitter. You're this girl. The girl tweeted like, I don't know why it's being happening in some third world country. People expect me to change my lifestyle because of it. Like I can't let go of Starbucks. That was basically it. Like you're giving her so shallow. I can see where she's coming from when I was like fucking 15. Do you get me? Mature, grow up, be open to really doing the inner reflection, objectively asking yourself, like, what is wrong with me? How am I the problem? Because I guarantee you with the Ten of Swords, you have never asked yourself that. Okay? Get it together. I know you're probably going to go to other piles to like feed your bias, but I swear to God, there's a reason why I chosen this pile. And this person is coming from the morally objective and correct assumption about the situation. Because at first I was like giving you leeway, like, what if this person cheated on? No. Honestly, I'm not even surprised if you've micro cheated, if you've done things to them, like petty stuff to them. Just grow up. And with the Emperor card, I'm getting the imagery. You see how it's a forest, but I'm more of getting like a ceiling kind of thing. It's all just crumbling down and apart. He's forcing himself to stay there to endure the rubble. So, for an example, I think this goes along how you have societal conditioning. You believe in stereotypes and stigmas. And first off, there's nothing even wrong with that because there's a reason why there's stereotypes and stigmas, because for the most part, generally they're true. To think that they are actually facts, like about every single person of that race or every single person of that gender, that's just false. And more of like jokes or like jabs at societal norms. But you actually believe it. This is really showing with the emperors. You're being stubborn. And even though all the rubble, like let's say it's a tower moment, is falling on you, you're choosing not to change. Like you're still being so stubborn and trying to stick it out. And this goes along with the Ten of Swords, which is first you stick it out, you stick it out, you stick it out, and whatever. I'm trying my best and trying my best. Like if you even go back with this person, right? And then that's whenever you hit the Ten of Swords, which is like, what? I'm just done. Like I don't even deserve this. I'm not surprised if you complain to people. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing? But it's only to hear, no, pile three, you're right. But no. Stop surrounding yourself with people who enable you. You need to be hearing the antithesis of what you need to hear. Let's say if you go to someone, like a random person, and then you tell them the situation, if they tell you what you don't want to hear, why is that hurting your feelings? Because you already came with the expectation that you want to hear something that fuels your ego, that fuels your narrative. With that being said, you are not used to being introduced to a perspective on life that is different from yourself. And that just shows how immature and how vapid your perspective really is. But overall, just to end it off in this section, I'm going to do one other section. If this is business, the spirit's warning you that in the near future, you're going to have to pack your bags and like you got to go. Once again, this is giving you a different perspective on life and like you have to move to be able to pursue your dreams. And honestly, I don't even think it's really even your dreams. I think that you're just living in alignment with your fate, but you have no idea what's to come to you. Like I'm not surprised if you're someone who doesn't even really know what they want to do in life, which is it's okay. But just know that if you have to pack up your bag suddenly and leave to another place, but it ends up working out over there too. But by the time like things are settled down within like a few months, it's like you look back on it, it's insane how serendipitous this all is, you know, like how you was even able to find someone, how someone like this is even interested in you. It all feels like fate is just coming together. Reverse, you have no idea what's to even come in the future. And I understand that that kind of sucks, like the instability, but just know you're living in perfect alignment with your divine truths, okay? So this next section going to be the near future outcome of your connection with whoever you're asking about. So there's going to be two different ones. This is going to be near future outcome number one. Maybe I should spell it out. You should choose between one or two, okay? With near future outcome number one, that's you taking a leap of faith towards a new career path. Yeah, this is really about business. So it's like you scoping out the field of whatever career path you're setting on because you feel like doe-eyed. Whoever you're asking about is pushing you silently and subtly to keep on going. But like this person is so patient with you. Look, it's someone like this is special. So they usually don't give like no one these opportunities. This might even be the first time they're ever doing this. The few people they loyal to, they give all their time and devotion to them when it's needed. I'm sure like they have a life, like they have stuff to do. You're like a little fledgling, like it's cute. You're just like you see that cute little Siamese cat, like you're just adorable little Siamese cat that's just like, like what do I? And they're just gently. This person's not a words of affirmation or like gift giving kind of person. They'll just kind of just shove you a little, and then it's like, oh, okay. And then you just do your own thing. This person will probably love to see you grow and evolve. Not only as an individual because they have personal investment in you, also in the career field. So yeah, that was actually pretty beautiful. Now, if this is a relationship and if you chose this first one, odds are they are going to reach out to you, but this is more of reaching out as in if they know where you live, haven't talked for a while, they randomly knock you on your door and then you open it and then you're like, oh, you didn't tell me you was coming. And then they just walk in. They don't even say hi and then turn on the TV and then just watch TV in your living room. They act like nothing went on. At least in this near future outcome, I do see it going well. Will that remain a pattern? I don't know. because clearly one's got to give, with putting down their ego and doing the self healing work. So hopefully, this is a good sign that you're doing that. So this is near future outcome two. Wow, so this is actually the soulmates cards in reverse. I like to interpret things intuitively. Just know, like, I don't do this often whenever the soulmates card comes out, but you're actually gonna marry this person. Or this is business, right? And if you're like, whoa, Naomi, like, calm the fuck down, like, I don't wanna, okay, no. Okay. Find a contract, you get me? Y'all are gonna be amazing business partners for years to come, for the next decade. This is actually a phenomenal outcome for what I just read, especially for relationships. Because I see you giving it your all in the near future. And they're happy to oblige you and be patient with you. This person has so much unconditional love and respect for you. They're just kind of treating you with kid gloves, but at the same time, they're happy to see, or maybe y'all are married. That would make sense. But, anyways, but they're happy to see things are not only back to the regular routine or everything's back to the regular notion, this and that, but you have a pep in your step. You give them a kiss before you leave, or whenever y'all walk away from each other, you still leave your hand on them even whenever they're leaving, even whenever you're walking away. Yeah, honestly, it seems really cute and cuddly between y'all. So I guess I do see y'all making up. Or this is just going to be a great business partner if it's a business. Now, I am warning you, for all of you, business or relationship, of you self-sabotaging, because you seem to consistently have this behavior issue. Now, I don't see in the near future it coming up. I do see you trying to juggle things properly and trying to work on yourself, which is amazing. Just know, when things in the outside is not going right, that can equally trigger this self-sabotaging energy. And that's why it's really best to allocate even more time, believe it or not, on inner work and reflection. Like, honestly, talk to a counselor. Like, I'm sure that they can give you help, homework on stuff you can do to work on this skill, because only so much inner reflection can do, or like realizing your childhood wounds, this and that. Forgiving people. Let's say we're younger, so it's self-sabotaging. So we probably learned this when we was young, right? As we get older, that's such an ingrained pattern. How do you get out of that pattern? So, like, I really would recommend you just to talk to a counselor. I'm just warning you, okay, that you could flare up again. Good luck to you. Pile two, I'm sorry if I yelled at you there for a second. At the end of the day, this person actually really loves you. I mean, if this business, they have a lot of admiration and respect for your work. Even though I yelled at you, this person probably never would. Even if they do, they end up apologizing immediately after and they feel so guilty. Just know, me yelling was more of from me as a reader. That wasn't coming from them. So I'm sorry. And that's my flaw. Like, that's something I should work on, is patience, right? I apologize for yelling at you because you did not deserve that. Everyone deserves love and respect. So please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry. Bye. Hello to those who chose Paul 4. So, what is this person's next move towards you? It's really odd because as I was shuffling, I got this song randomly in my head. Now it's coming up again. There's this rock song, and it's like a slow melodic. He's like, and everything's meant to be broken. I just wanted to know who I am. And it's a pretty sad song now I think about it. It's coming from the trust card. This is you. Now, is this how this person's viewing you? Probably. But you're seeing everything in new eyes, new perspective, including people around you. But I'm really getting like this is applying to everything. So you're starting to shift your priorities too. But it sounds like for the better with the trust card, specifically with the people. Now, this is how it's affecting how you're viewing, seeing, or acting towards them. You're seeing this person now as more rare, more precious than you did before. Not surprised if you participated in self sabotaging behaviors in the past, or especially if this was your ex, if you didn't show this person enough care and support that they deserve, because I'm really getting this person probably showed you it, but you had no idea how to reciprocate. You didn't realize flaws or even how to fix them, but now it's come to a point where you're more grown, to be honest. But I'm not surprised if y'all still in no communication. Now, if y'all is in communication, then this is a very abrupt, like spiritual awakening that's gonna happen soon. I don't think you're in this energy. You're probably gonna be surprised hearing this. But this person is coming up as the woman in the Ten of Pentacles and this cat card. This person really adores you. They want to do little things with you. Keep in mind, if this is your ex, they still have feelings for you and they still want to be in a relationship with you. This person wants to do like little things, like intimate things with you. In the example of, let's say this person's wearing a dress and like you help them zip it up. It's really cute, like, or like as this person's peeling the oranges, like cutting up the fruit, you're making the pancakes or you're making the bread. So with that in mind, this person does have good intentions for you. This person still clearly has feelings for you. I was going to say to have a family with you, but I really hesitated on that because I think it's more of let us just get back in a connection with each other. But you feel more like their breadwinner and you decide when this connection's gonna go forward. Or if you're a feminine person, don't take offense to it because it's more like you're the one that's supposed to be taking the dominant action at first when this relationship starts up again. Or you already know this person and you're clearly demonstrating, like you're going over the top and like giving them gifts, whatever your acts of service is, whatever their acts of service is, like you're making sure that they're both fulfilled. If this is like a relationship, and y'all still in a relationship, this is so cute. This is a really good indicator that y'all gonna be together for a very long. Hopefully, y'all's meant to be. I'm not seeing that in the cards, but this is really really cute. Their next moves, person does just feel passive. They're waiting for you to make the move, but I feel like you are gonna make the move. But you're coming here for clarification. Like if this person will be open to you making the move, yes, they will. It's either that or y'all is just actively talking. Like y'all is actually in a relationship, and this is just further confirming they love you and like they want this to continue to grow. So it's so cute. I really like this reading. This next section is going to be the near future outcome of this connection with whoever you're asking about. Don't be sad because in the other piles, I let them choose two different options, but Spirit told me to just give you one option. You're coming up as the King of Cups, which is over here. And this is really cute. Once again, I feel like you both are healthy people. This is a good sign if y'all have been through childhood issues because y'all is not projecting that or letting that affect the connection. No offense, but unlike the last pile, so good job on you, especially if you've been through a lot. In the near future, with the wild card, it seems you both are cute little kids having adventures outside. Y'all go to museums, y'all go to parks, y'all have picnics, y'all visit the light tower, y'all's beach, y'all go to the beach, y'all go fish, but y'all having fun like little kids. This is so fucking cute. With the Three of Swords in the near future, this person still literally adores you just as much. This is more of showing their carnal side, which is they're checking you out. They call you hot out loud. They call you sexy. But this doesn't feel like this person slaps your ass or pull your hair or something. This is more of like they'll probably be flirting with you just without touching, with the Seven of Water, Spirit saying that there's so many lessons you have to learn with this person, and you seem open to it. They, for the most part, seem receptive to it too. You feel like more of the spiritual powerhouse in this connection, even if they wasn't for some reason with one lesson, like you make sure that blockage was cleared, very proactive in this physical reality and the spiritual. Yeah, and then they're just telling me this is a one and done connection. Not that should have a gloomy tone to it. That's how your approach is with the King of Water. But what lessons do we gotta learn? Okay, let me think about 4 months. Okay, so what other lessons? Okay, maybe this is gonna take 1 week. Maybe this is gonna no, probably won't more than 1 week to be honest. What do I have to do? What is you already know your weaknesses, your pros, cons, right? And their pros, cons. How can we position ourselves? Like you feel like more of the strategic planner whenever it comes to the lessons y'all gotta learn. You can rely on them to contribute and learn it, and so can you. But it's mainly like them. I feel like you're a micromanager, especially whenever it comes to them. So odds are they're probably the opposite and they forget things. They're more spontaneous. You're the more rational, level-headed one that's like, okay, but like we still have to get this done. We have to get it done. Not surprised if you all have a little bit of disagreements either here and there, but it ends up being healthy resolved because Spirit wants you all to learn the lessons, and it just feels like you both are compatible to learn so many lessons together, like a lot of karmic lessons together. So that's really cute. The one or the person that you're meant to be with, that's the person you're gonna forever learn karmic lessons with. Like you both just bolster each other and help each other out. Ugh, this is so cute. This is one of the cutest reads I've done in a long time. But at the same time, I have not read for like 2 months. So yeah, I just really like this energy. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a good day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose to pop 5. There are many things on this person's mind, not just dealing with you. This person has a lot on their plate. And if you really think this person is lazy, this person doesn't have things going for them, I don't know why I feel like saying this. If this person doesn't go out too much, prefers to be introverted and like be in their room or be in their house, you got them figured out all wrong. And odds are it's just projections on your end. The mind doesn't understand something, it quickly makes assumptions. That's how humans was able to survive so long in the freaking wild, because our minds would make assumptions. It was more like an optical illusion now that I'm remembering it. And it was basically, there's a background and there was a bunch of circles. The circles was, let's say it's like a hue of dark blue, but the background is like light blue. But because it's an optical illusion, our brain see as it's creating in the open spaces green colors of circles, but they're not even there. But I'm trying to give you rational reasonings behind your warped perspective on this person. If someone was to come up to me and be like, the way that you're actually perceiving this whole situation is because of your biases and your projections, and it's all almost completely wrong, I would be like, how? First off, would my ego even be able to take that? Would I start getting offensive? Just brush it off and want to continue seeing things my own way? Or would I be like, okay, like, then what is wrong? It's scary to find that out. It's scary to find out about the human psyche and the way it works. But that's the only way to truly look within yourself and realize the truth of a situation. If you want to seek out spiritual knowledge, you need to be able to have that. Something I always say, well, whenever it comes to spirituality, because I rarely have talks of spirituality because not a lot of people get it, but it's okay. Some of the most spiritual leaders, teachers, or even people, regular people like me, the more they spiritually elevate, the more spiritual awakenings they go through, spiritual enlightenments, they have to be so smart. The more you have access to a greater awareness, the more you have to wrap your head around every single scenario that comes with it, the good and the bad. And it takes a lot of energy, mind-boggling reasons you have to tie down to this physical reality. It's a lot. With the death card, your ego can be shattered any moment with this person's truth. It's insane what this person knows. But I'm saying it's insane, but that's how you would see it. This person's quote unquote insanity, they live with it every day. It's even more than what you can conceptualize. I probably would have a bit better idea of what it even is. But even then, what if this person has just been through so much spiritual evolution to the point where it's like, how is you even alive? There's people who take their lives because they cannot process this. They're not dead. Literally, death and reverse. They're not. Sorry, I'm trying to make the situation more lively after saying that, but now I think about it, I can see how I can trigger people, so I'm sorry. You have no way of understanding where they're coming from with the Three of Swords. This person is probably completely aware of this, but you're not the only person. Many people do not understand this person, but this person has such a spiritual perspective on all of y'all and themselves on everything that it's okay. Some people not even meant to even really find spirituality in this life. They just meant to focus on physical, tangible aspects that make up their reality, and it's all good. And it's really odd because with the Seven of Wands, This must be very vexing for you to hear. You probably wanted to hear, is this person interested in me? Does this person want to get to know me? Like, this does not really feel like, oh, is this person in love with me? Is this person find me hot? Like, no, like, this just feels like you just want to know if this person genuinely likes you. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it's all an illusion in your head because it's just a projection of what you want out of people. Because honestly, this person's not even there. Like, this person doesn't even exist in your physical reality. Does this person think about you, or does this person even care? The same way they unconditionally support and love all humanity, that's how they feel towards you, which is very abundant and it's a lot to handle. Have you seen the animation of like a little droplet dropping into a pond and it just ripples? You're just a minuscule ripple in this matrix. That's how this person views you, but that's how they view everyone in their environment, except for the people who get it. The people who get it, they're aware that they're not just a ripple because you think you're just a ripple, but in reality, you're the whole fucking pond. Your one droplet is what made that whole fucking pond. If it was away, then that means that everyone's would be taken away. Do you get me? It's like we're all in one and one in all. It's really vexing, this concept of reality. That's the only way I can try to dumb it down to you is that example. With the Queen of Pentacles, I am getting that this person does think that you're beautiful, but so does everyone else. So I think that you're conventionally attractive, especially for your race. You know how certain cultures, women do certain things to make themselves more appealing to the eyes. So, like, there's African tribes where they do that lip, plate on the lip. Over here in more like westernized areas, it's the BBL or it's the eyelash extensions, it's the lip fillers, the makeup, the contouring, to get it to perfect. You do those things and they notice that. There's nothing wrong with it. You're just being yourself. Someone could have a perspective like them and they can do the things that you do. Do you get me? But it's the soul. They see right through your soul. And it's just not captivating enough for them to even bother looking your way. The reason behind the galaxies, the stars, this Milky Way, there's something that's beyond us and connecting us to this physical realm, and you will never get it. And that's why they can't ever adorn you or even touch you or look your way. They're honestly not going to waste their time on someone who has a ripple mindset. They want people in their lives in general who have that all in one for all mindset because you can't teach someone that. They have to go through the multiple spiritual awakenings to realize that. So they're not going to waste their time on an unevolved soul. Wow, this is very interesting. You're blessed to even interact with this person because it's hard for me to even find people like this. Okay, so the next section is going to be near future outcome of y'all's connections together. So I was supposed to pull out 3 near future outcomes, but for some reason, Spirit told me to just do 2 and 3. So I don't know where the first one went. I'm not even gonna channel. It's just like, what the fuck? So I guess I'll start with the last one. So the last one is the third near future outcome between y'all two. You're coming up as the dragon and you're stuck in your throat. So that could literally represent the physical throat chakra blockage. Or you could be having issues with your throat. This is how this person views you in the near future. They're still not interacting with you. You're still far away. But it's like they're observing you from afar now. So, which I will say, especially if y'all don't see each other in the physical vicinity, you caught their attention, which means that you have some kind of substance within your soul. But if this is like in the physical reality, then it's not that deep. Okay, there's a reason why. Okay, so they're just wondering when is you gonna get it? Like, when is you gonna get it? One example of an individual who decided to put a curse on my family member, but it was like multiple curses, and one of them dealt with the irony of cursing yourself. The curse was if they talked about this drama with this person, or they mentioned this person's name at all in their mouth and they said it towards someone else, they would curse themselves and also curse the person hearing it just as much. And that's the irony in that you want to be a fucking chismosa, okay, then you're gonna reap the consequences of being a chismosa, because if you wasn't, you would have never experienced this curse, you know? It's playing on the irony of like ethics and stuff, the substance of a person, you know? Because if you was a high vibing person, you would never even be participating in that in the first place. So this person, whenever you complain about things, whenever you talk about your struggles or whenever you talk about your goals, they know how it's going to turn out. So like let's say if you have goals, if they would just offer up their advice, they will literally lead you to success. They will literally, but it's the issue is they're never going to offer it up to you because it is all what you don't want to hear. But that's the only way to reach success, you know? So that's why they're just observing you from afar, and you're just one of the many people who live in cognitive dissonance. But I will say, if you, especially if you don't talk to this person in the physical reality, you have caught their attention. But you're still like everyone else, just complacent in your position in the matrix. You get me? I'm calling it the matrix. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. So this is going to be the second near future outcome. So in this second near future outcome with the Queen of Chalices, this person don't like you, but they always didn't. It's the moral high ground you have that they don't like. You act like you're some either enlightened spiritual person when you know you don't know shit, or your ego's big. You think you're just the hottest woman or man in the room. You think you can always get what you want, very egotistical, probably veer more towards materialism, and that's what they just disagree with you about. But they don't, this person probably has never talked to you. Like, they don't bother saying it aloud. Like, they just acknowledge it in their head. The same vibe I was getting in the beginning, where they're like not even in your vicinity at all. They're not even looking at you. This is it. Yeah, they're gone. Like, they don't ever want to think of you because it's just a waste of pathetic time, because your life is pathetic. Get me? But like, so is the people around you that you like. 'Cause you tolerate that kind of lifestyle. There's no boundaries they have with that. Like, it's all good, you know, like do your own thing, but I hope I never have to waste my time with a pathetic human being like you. It's like that. You can say they're coming from a pious perspective, but honestly, the kind of person they described you to be, I mean, why would I want to waste my time with someone like that too? So that's all I have for you. Sorry this hurt your feelings, man, like this whole time. Still, please like, comment, subscribe if this resonated. And I hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who have chosen Let's Pile 6. What is this person's next move towards you? Let us find out. Well, this person thinks that you're really, really attractive. The heart beats whenever you're around. Maybe this person does this, right? Or maybe it feels like this towards for them. There was this one guy I was talking to. His heart would beat so abnormally loud. He was a military man, so maybe because of all the exercise he did, like it made his heart very strong. It also reminded me of this anime. Was it One Punch Man? Where there's this guy named King, and he's like ranked as one of the strongest heroes, but he's literally done nothing. The only thing that's scary about him is that he has a scar on his face, and he's a huge man, and his heart each time like he gets nervous, it goes boom, 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 like you just hear it. Like that's what I'm getting from this car. Like whenever this person sees you, like my mouth is getting dry. I need something to drink. Like I'm getting really nervous. And this is how they feel towards you with the King of Cups. And also, this is what this person's actions are towards you. So like they're sneakily watching you. It's so funny. Low key, it can be cringe. But if you find this person hot, you're not gonna consider it sexual. You get me? But this is like this person walks into the restaurant and then you're there, but they already knew you was there, right? So then it's like, oh, okay, like I gotta look, okay. So then they sit near you or by you and they make sure that you catch eye contact with them at least one time. But they want it to be the most dreamy eye contact for you. You know, like they want to set the scenario, they're the setting for you just for that and that one eye contact, like they make a very strong impression. So that's their next action towards you. Has this person taken action towards you? I assume that they haven't, but it feels like it's building up to that. They're trying to set the scene where they're drawing you in, where to the point where if they go up to you and talk to you, you won't totally reject them. You won't find them a creep, but it's cute. Imagine if you're in a room and then they hear your voice and they're constantly peeping from the door frame at you in the room, but like you never noticed, to be honest. So this person has actively, with a connection card, already told people they find you attractive. They really like your face. They think that you look well in red. But they just don't know how to still take action towards you. But you're still formulating a plan or an idea of how to get there, because this person just wants 100% guarantee you're going to feel comfortable around them. That's mainly it. That's why over here, with them creating a setting, I forgot the specific word, but like setting the tone, setting the mood around the room. So that way you're comfortable and that way you associate them with homey qualities. Not a homie like a friend, like like comfort. They really are in awe of you, Paul Six. Like with the Hermit card, they don't even know what to say. They get really nervous whenever they're just about to say something to you. I'm getting specifically that you're more than what they can handle, and they really like that. So I think they like the challenge of courting you, challenge of having you on their arm, which will probably take a while with the Hermit. So not surprised if one of y'all is a Virgo. Would make more sense with them being a Virgo, especially with the way I was describing it. They just want to take their sweet time, settling you down, getting you calm, making the environment to your liking. At this point, too, this person does feel like a romantic, but they're not a hopeless romantic because they're not entering into it like that. Like this person just is a very sensual, touchy person. This person's charisma will really, really sweep you off of your feet. I'm not even surprised if you don't even know who this person even is. Okay, so I literally dropped the near future outcome pile there, so I guess I'll just get to it. There's going to be two different near future outcomes for y'all's connection. You can choose from these two, and I'm going to start with the first one. You know the white buffalo woman, that myth? I'm getting that from the blue card, and that's supposed to represent them. So they could have Native American ancestry. In this near future outcome, they really like you a lot. Yes, they find you attractive, but you have to realize at this point, if you're choosing this particular near future, okay, you can be an average person, like I'm not gonna lie, because now it's showing up as they feel like they can mold you and win you over if they have either analyzed you so much to the point where they can tell your reaction time, they can understand where you're gonna be coming from, how to woo you, this and that. This kind of attraction, they keep on saying they find you so sexy and like hot. Have you ever had a crush on someone that is unconventionally attractive to you? So, like, let's say literally no one's going after them, to be honest, because they're just an average looking person. Unless someone knew their personality, then maybe it could be different. But for the most part, just looking at them, like, no one's about to go up to them, ask them for their number. That's honestly how you feel like an average person. But let me tell you, those little crushes with the unconventionally attractive people, it is just bad. It is bad. So that's what this person. In your future, they're getting ready to talk to you. Or honestly, they're already in the works of it. So you've already seen them around. And you're just there as the other cat card. You have no idea. You're just oblivious, like just living your life or in your environment. I'm not even surprised if you don't even see them. So I don't even know if you're asking about the next person you're gonna be in a relationship with. That would make sense. But if you actually know this person, I just feel like you just have an inkling about it. But I do see that you're in a stage of life where you're open to relationships. They see like their cue in, they're not gonna waste any time anymore. So yeah, so now here is the second near future outcome. Yeah, they're gonna ask you out on a date. Feels like this whole time their friends are really showing up. So you know how they showed up in the last pile? Well, now this is probably for y'all's collective, to be honest, because they're constantly annoying their friends. What do I do? Like she's so hot. Like I don't even know how to act. Like I don't even know how to act. What do I even do? And the friends are like, don't worry, just watch. Like if you can't act on it, just watch. Odds are that's been their advice. So it just feels like impulsively, boom, they're gonna ask you out. And that's all spirits letting me know. That's all I had for you. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye.